What's up, gamers? DreamcastGuy here. So, Sony has just revealed the PlayStation Plus premium games for this month, and they are completely insane. There's actually a ton of retro stuff, including the legendary classic Legend of Dragoon. There's major AAA exclusives they've put into the service. I want to talk about this because honestly, not only is this the best month ever for PlayStation Plus, but it also feels like something might be wrong. It might be that Horizon Forbidden West, one of their biggest games of last year, it might have flopped. But let's talk about everything. Hope you're having a great day. If you could like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. So starting off, we're over here on the PlayStation blog where you can see that they are definitely proud of what they're putting onto the service this week. PlayStation Plus game catalog includes Horizon Forbidden West, The Quarry, which is a very fun interactive horror game. It's like an interactive horror movie, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, and also games like Outriders, Borderlands 3, Scarlet Nexus, which is a bit of a PlayStation hidden gem. Holy heck, across the board, so many freaking W's. I am actually losing my mind a tiny bit. But what kind of got this conversation going is people are a bit confused about the presence of Horizon Forbidden West on this list. A lot of people are saying, okay, well, that's a bit strange because typically Sony loves to brag. I don't mean that as an insult, but typically when their games come out, when they sell great, they're happy to talk about it. I mean, look at any of their games, stuff like Sony Santa Monica bragging about God of War Ragnarok passing 11 million sales so quickly. They actually thanked people with the success of a game like Returnal. I think freaking Spider-Man has now passed 30 million copies sold, which again is completely insane. So the fact that we're getting these games and yet within a year, a major exclusive is dropped on the service, a lot of people are kind of assuming that that means that Horizon Forbidden West was a giant financial failure. Now, as a mega fan of the game itself, I actually think this is a really fun game. I'm just happy that more people can play it. I also have an additional theory as to why this month is so fantastic. Because seriously, scrolling through this, it's kind of insane. Oh man. Like Outriders, I'm not the biggest fan of, but I played it a bunch on Xbox. I'll probably put some more hours in on PlayStation. Scarlet Nexus, very underrated. If you have PlayStation Plus, please try this game. I don't think you'll regret it. But I want to go down here. Tekken 7, Ace Combat 7, Earth Defense Force, Oninaki. So all three of these, this is actually a whole trilogy of games by a single studio that's called Tokyo RPG Factory. They made all of these. They made I Am Setsuna first, Lost Sphere second, and then Oninaki third. It's three classic retro style RPGs that are great. They're clearly working on some sort of big deal to actually get access to all of these games in 1 month. God, but here's the best stuff. Now, you guys know this. Secretly, I am the biggest simp for retro games. I love reviewing new stuff. I love playing big, crazy experiences, but I have a big soft spot for especially classic, clunky PlayStation 1 games. Oh my God, look at this. Legend of Dragoon, Wild Arms 2, Harvest Moon Back to Nature, Destroy All Humans. This is technically the remake they did of the PlayStation 2 game that's playable on PlayStation 4. This is so freaking great. I am so absolutely freaking happy. If this has trophy support, I'm going to probably platinum this, even if it takes 500 hours to beat. But here is my theory as to why this is such a big month. Because honestly, looking at this, I bet that they paid a lot of money to get these exclusives onto the service. I think the big number is this. This is our hint. So these are the officially declared PlayStation Plus subscriber numbers worldwide. This is not speculation. This isn't hacks or data scraping. These are officially reported directly by Sony themselves. Now, Of course, if you look back to the late PlayStation 3 era, numbers were not that great, actually under 8 million in October 2014. But if we go forward a bit here, you can see this is the release of the PlayStation 4. Suddenly, these numbers go up and up and up. Now right here, December 20, this is the release of the PlayStation 5. That's when they hit 47.4 million concurrent people all subscribed to PlayStation Plus. I mean, this is impressive numbers. And since then, they've been hovering around this. Here's the peak. Last December, they broke their personal record at 48 million subscribers. Consider the fact that this is straight up tens of millions of people that are paying $10 or $15 a month to play games. That's stuff like online cloud saves, online multiplayer, but also stuff like, obviously, these games that go onto the PlayStation Plus game catalog. I think that because the PlayStation is just still growing so fast as a brand, I think that the strategy is actually to try and get everybody on board with PlayStation Plus at the highest tier. Because, of course, there is the essential tier, there's the extra tier, and there is the premium tier. Premium is how you get a lot of the retro games, and this month, the premium catalog also includes such a major $70 exclusive that I don't think has even had a price cut yet. Now, you may be asking, okay, Dreamcast Guy, you've got a tinfoil hat on. Why would they care about subscriber numbers so focused now? What is the point of trying to spike it randomly in February of 2023? I actually think it comes down to the incredible explosion of sales of the PlayStation 5. Just looking at the European game market, in January, the PS5, the sales went up 202% compared to the previous year when they had big stock shortages. Now, in case you do not understand numbers very well, percentiles multiply, which means 202% means their sales tripled. Not just doubled, tripled the sales numbers. That means think of how many millions and millions and millions of people right now are buying PlayStation 5s. I mean, it's actually staggering to even try and think of the new people that today are booting up their console for the first time. And I think the methodology here is I do believe PlayStation is trying to push the idea that they really want you to get PlayStation Plus as the first thing you do. They want you to get it for that back catalog. Okay, as soon as you subscribe, you get access to games like Ratchet & Clank, Returnal, so many of their games, even Gran Turismo or Uncharted is all on the service. I think they're trying to convert more people into passive income subscribers, but I don't think they're going to go full-blown Game Pass. With this talk of Horizon Forbidden West hitting the service, I have seen a little bit of rumblings of people saying, okay, it's just a matter of time until PlayStation experiments with games going day and date, making it where, some major AAA $400 million budget Sony exclusive drops straight onto PlayStation Plus Premium. Personally, I don't think they're ever going to do that. Maybe with a smaller indie project or a AA project from a studio they happen to own. But to me, it still feels like Sony wants to double dip their profits. And what I mean by that is I still think the Sony strategy is to get you to buy the games you're most excited for, of course, $70 freaking dollars, and then after that, stay subscribed to PlayStation Plus Premium. That way they can get both people, the people that are going to buy, 3 or 4 $70 games in a year, and then after that, also get the cheaper people that are trying to get a good deal that will play it a year later. This, in my opinion, is a very smart tactic, and I'm kind of curious how it's going to play out. I'm really, honestly, at the end of the day, I really feel like all these games are just so good. Seriously, this sounds cheesy. I am very, very, very happy that more people are going to play these. That's all I care about. I'm a gamer. I love talking about video games. I am thrilled that more people are going to play this stuff, especially the retro games. This is such a good day. I cannot help but grin from ear to ear, and hopefully this leads to big financial reports and big payoff for Sony, because this feels like a very big W. But what do you guys think? Are you excited for PlayStation Plus Premium, or is this just a big whatever to you? Tell me your thoughts in the comments down below, and if you enjoyed this video, give it a big old thumbs up, share with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already, and please keep dreaming. Also, I'm actually editing a very long, very in-depth video about the original Resident Evil 4. I decided to beat the game on normal difficulty, professional difficulty, get every collectible, every note, every minigame, everything. So I'm doing kind of a final recap of the original Resident Evil 4 before RE4 Remake drops next month. I love you guys very much, and seriously, have a great day.